There are arguments that never end, not because both sides are wrong, but because both sides are right, just not completely. The old grandfather had seen many such arguments in his long life, and whenever he did, he thought of the elephant. One night, sitting beneath the banyan, his grandchild tugged his sleeve. "Tell me the one about the elephant," she said. He smiled. She had heard it before. She always asked for it anyway. Once in a prosperous town, there lived 6 scholars, learned men, respected men, men who had spent their whole lives studying the nature of things. There was only one small difficulty. They had all been blind since birth. Now blindness was not their limitation. Their hands were their eyes, their ears, their windows. They had learned to understand the world through touch and patience in ways that sighted people rarely bothered to try. One morning, word came to the town that a great elephant had arrived with a traveling merchant. None of the 6 scholars had ever encountered one. They had read about elephants, debated their nature at length, but never touched one. They decided together to go and find out. The merchant was generous. He brought the elephant to a quiet courtyard and invited the scholars to learn. The first scholar stepped forward and touched the elephant's side, broad, flat, solid as a wall. "An elephant," he announced, "is very like a wall." The second found a leg, round, rough, enormously steady. "No," he said firmly, "an elephant is very like a tree trunk." The third reached up and found the trunk, long and moving, curling gently in his hands. "You are both wrong. An elephant is very like a great snake." The fourth found a tusk, smooth, hard, curved, and cool. "Nonsense. An elephant is like a curved spear." The fifth found an ear, wide and thin and slowly fanning. "It is nothing like any of those things. An elephant is like a large fan." The sixth found the tail, thin, rope-like, ending in a tuft. "An elephant," he said with complete confidence, "is exactly like a rope." And then all 6 began to argue, loudly, confidently, each absolutely certain, each completely right, each entirely wrong. The elephant stood quietly through all of it, patient as only elephants can be. The merchant watched for a while. Then he said gently, not unkindly, "Scholars, you are each holding a truth, but none of you is holding the whole truth. The elephant is not like a wall or a trunk or a snake. The elephant is all of these things and more, and none of you can know it fully until you let go of being right long enough to listen to each other." The courtyard went quiet. The elephant, as if satisfied, let out a long, slow breath. The grandfather finished. The child was quiet for a moment. Then she said, "They were not stupid, though." "No," he said, "not at all. They were learned and careful and sincere. That is what makes it so interesting." So what was the mistake? The old man looked up at the banyan branches. They each confused the part they could reach with the whole they could not see. And the moment they were certain, they stopped being curious. She thought about this for a long time. "Is that what grown-ups do in arguments?" she asked. Her grandfather laughed softly, more often than any of us would like to admit. The banyan rustled above them. The night settled warm and wide around them. And the elephant, somewhere out there in the patient dark, remained exactly and entirely itself. Thank you for sitting with us beneath the moonlit banyan. We will be back next Friday at 8 with another story from the roots of the old tree. Until then, stay curious and keep reaching.